Live from a sunny McKie Field at Hayden Park in Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University. It is the rubber match between two of the top teams in the Mid-American Conference. It is the Miami RedHawks taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes in the last game of a three-game series on this glorious Sunday afternoon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon. I'm Bryan Miller, bringing you coverage here from McKie Field between the RedHawks and the Flashes. Miami able to win game one, 5-4, and yesterday's game, after the game was tied early, 2-2 after three, it was all Flashes after that. Ultimately a 13-4 win for Kent State. And the winner of the series will be determined here in a couple minutes or so. Starting pitcher today for Miami is the righty Clayton Burke, junior out of Portland, Oregon, making his 9th appearance on the season and his 6th start. And the starting pitcher for Kent State today, the lefty Eric Chala, 6'1", 195-pound senior out of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Last pitched Sunday at Central Michigan, and Burke last pitched Sunday at Bowling Green. Take a quick break for our national anthem, and right back I'll give you the batting lineups for each of these squads as well as first pitch. It is the righty Clayton Burke on the mound for the RedHawks, his 9th appearance and 6th start on the season, coming into today's game with a 6.35 ERA in 28 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 22 runs, all but 2 were earned, and 31 hits, 16 walks, and 25 strikeouts for the junior righty. Opponents hitting .277 against Burke. Burke last pitched last Sunday at Bowling Green, through 4 2/3, gave up 4 runs, 3 of which were earned on 7 hits, had 1 walk and 1 strikeout in the game against the Falcons. Pretty similar lineup for Kent State that we saw yesterday. It is the shortstop Luke Matthews leading things off, followed by Hayden Yatsik, the third baseman. In the 3-hole spot is Jake Casey, the right fielder. In the cleanup spot is the catcher Brody Williams, followed by Hunter Klotz, Sawyer Solitaria, Alejandro Kovas, Ripken Reese, and Micah Kirikoff rounding things out for the Flashes. In the field for Miami is David Novak catching. At first it is Evan Applewick, Blake Buzzio at second, Dylan Baker at short, Dominic Krupinski in third. In the outfield going left to right, it is Ryan Novak, Anthony Zarlingo, and Jake Verlack making his 8th appearance and 3rd start on the season. He will be starting in right field today, taking the place of Keenan Proctor, who started on Friday and Saturday. RedHawks in their red hats, red jerseys, script Miami across the chest, and white pants for Kent State. They're going with the all-gray look today. Script Kent State across the chest. Navy blue letters and gold trimming for the Flashes today. Ready to go here from McKie Field, 59 degrees. First pitch at 1:02. The first pitch from Clayton Burke misses the zone for ball one. Matthews coming into today's game hitting .346 as the 1-0 pitch misses in for ball two. Matthews with the .379 on base percentage and slugging .410 so far in the season as well. 2-0 pitch, able to find the zone for the first strike of today's ballgame. 93-mile-per-hour fastball from the right hand of Burke. Very little wind right now at McKie Field as the 2-1 pitch finds the zone again. Count evens up at 2-2. And a few scattered clouds right now. Sun is starting to poke out though. Pretty similar conditions to yesterday's game. Burke set, 2-2. In for strike three, got Matthews looking. A strong start for Clayton Burke after falling behind 2-0. 3 straight strikes to get the first out of the ball game. And that brings up the third baseman, Hayden Yatsik. Yatsik coming into today's game slashing .343, .447, and .672. Three infielders on the left side for Miami. First pitch misses low for ball one. Burke sets and deals 1-0. Off-speed pitch able to find the zone for strike one. A 1-1 count to the third baseman, Yatsik. Yatsik in yesterday's game, 2 for 5, 4 RBIs for the righty yesterday. That pitch misses outside for ball two. Yesterday, a strong game for Kent State offensively, 13 hits. As that 2-1 pitch finds the zone, count evens up at 2-2. And Flash is also able to capitalize on a few Red Hawk defensive miscues. 3 errors on the day for Miami, usually a pretty solid defensive team. 2-2 pitch misses outside, the count runs full. Yatsik 1 walk in yesterday's game, potentially looking for another one here. Payoff pitch, that's clubbed into the right center gap and will drop in front of the right fielder Verlack. First base runner of the day for Kent State. Kind of looked like the right fielder Verlack had trouble finding the ball. Looked like he had a decent jump on it, then kind of stopped for a second. If he never stopped, he would have had a decent chance of getting to it. As that brings up the right fielder Jake Casey. First pitch misses out for ball one. Casey batting .341 coming into today's game. The top half of the Kent State lineup, very, very strong start to the season as Burke's able to find the zone for strike one. Casey with a .481 on base percentage and slugging .706 leads the Flashes in that. 1-1 pitch fouled off behind home. That's going to get out of here. Foul for strike two. A slight shift for the Miami defense. Baker playing just a step left of second base. 1-2 pitch from Burke, clubbed on the right field line, but foul. Was hard contact off the bat of Casey, but ultimately just foul. Count will remain 1-2. Good break there for the RedHawks. Burke set and deals. Pitch misses low. Count evens up at 2-2. Yatsik at first for Kent State. One out here in the top of the first inning. Yatsik 6 for 7 on stolen base attempts. 2-2 is upstairs and the count runs full. Back-to-back at-bats for Kent State going the distance. Same positioning for the Miami defense. Runner goes, payoff pitch, misses. No, didn't miss. Throw was able to nip the zone for strike 3. Throw down to second, gets past the bag, and Yatsik will head to third. Well, it kind of looked like a little bit of a delayed call there from the home plate umpire, Michael Ingram, but pitch ultimately a strike. And Kent State able to capitalize on the base paths, though, as the throw from Novak just got past the second baseman, Buzzio. And Yatsik able to head towards third. So runner on third, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Cleanup man Brody Williams up, and he looks at ball 1. One out from Burke, able to find the zone, evens up the count 1-1. Williams, another strong hitter for the Flashes, coming into today's game, slashing .337, .470, slugging .490. 1-1 pitch misses upstairs. Count goes to 2-1. Kent State looking to get on the board early in the rubber match. 2-1 pitch from Burke. Just misses high for ball 3. Williams with a good day yesterday, 1 for 3 with a couple walks. 3-1 from Burke. Finds the zone. The count's going to run full again. Now 3 straight at-bats for Kent State, running full. Strong fastball from Burke on the last pitch. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. 3 strikeouts for Clayton Burke. Gets the RedHawks out of trouble after top of the first. Still scoreless at McKie Field. This is Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. Bottom of the first here at McKie Field. It will be the lefty Eric Chalice on the bump for Kent State. 6'1", 195-pound senior from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, from Bethel Park High School, making his 10th appearance on the year and 7th start. Coming into today's game with an 8.46 ERA and 27 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 42 hits, 27 runs, all but 1 were earned, 8 walks, 33 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .347 against the lefty. He'll be facing the shortstop, Dylan Baker, leading things off for the RedHawks today. First pitch from Chalice, a curveball, misses high for ball 1. Chalice last pitched Sunday at Central Michigan through 5 innings. He gave up 3 runs, 2 were earned on 4 hits, had 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. As that Baker fouls that one off, and the count will even up at 1-1. For Baker in yesterday's game, he went 1 for 3 with an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout. 1-1 crushed into left field and off the wall. Baker heading towards second. Ball is bobbled by Kovas, and it will be a stand-up double for Baker. He had a couple 2-baggers in Friday's game. He is continuing that streak on Sunday.
The center fielder, number 4, Anthony Sarlenko.
And that brings up the center fielder, Anthony Zarlingo, leading the RedHawks in average this year, .362. On base, .510, slugging .500. On the year so far, he's got Baker in scoring position, no outs in the bottom of the first. First pitch from Chalice, misses for ball 1. Miami looking to capitalize off of the leadoff double from Baker. 1-0. Finds him inside part of the zone for strike 1. Zarlingo in yesterday's game, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Pitch misses inside for ball 2. Zarlingo getting bumped up in the order today, going from 3rd to 2nd. A little shuffle in the lineup for Miami today compared to yesterday. 2-1 pitch is fouled off, and the count evens up at 2-2. Chalice set. Small lead for Baker at second, 2-2. Got him swinging. On the ground throw down to first from Williams is in time for out number 1. A pretty good breaking pitch there from Chalice. Got Zarlingo to wave at it for strike 3. As that brings up the first baseman, Evan Applewick. Coming into today's game, batting .304, on base .441, slugging .656. First pitch from Chalice just misses for ball 1. Applewick 1 for 4 yesterday. With an RBI. Baker dancing on second. Pitch in for strike 1. Chalice set. And deals 1-1. Low. And the count will go to 2-1. Doesn't really look like Chalice is looking at Baker at second very often. Just seems pretty focused on home plate right now. That second baseman, Reese, creeping in, now backs off. 2-1 pitch low, and we'll go to 3-1. Good opportunity for the first baseman, Applewick. 3-1 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch misses for ball 4. Applewick kind of hesitated for a second. I think he thought it was a strike, but the home plate umpire, Michael Ingram, disagreeing. And the RedHawks will have runners on second and first for the cleanup hitter, David Novak. Novak, the catcher, hitting .315 coming into today's game. Looks at a low breaking pitch for ball 1. Novak with 36 RBIs on the year as he swings and misses on that fastball. Count evens up to 1-1. Reese creeping towards second, now retreats back. 1-1 pitch from Chalice is clubbed into left field. Is it going to be fair? It is not. And the count will go to 1-2. And Chalice set. 1-2 count, goes back to second. Baker back with plenty of time to spare. It's really the first time all game that we've seen Chalice pay any attention to Baker at second. Hasn't even looked in his direction often. 1-2 pitch is outside for ball 2. Novak able to hold back just enough. You could tell by his almost swing there. His mind was going yes, 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 no. 2-2 pitch is upstairs, and the count's going to run full. Novak doing a good job staying in it after down 1-2. Brings the count full. Anything past the infield should allow Baker to score. Runners go. Ball is skied in the air and ultimately out of play. And the count will remain full. Normal defensive positioning for Kent State. Chalice set, looks towards second. Now focuses home. Runners go again. Ball is fouled off by Novak. At the very least, Novak is able to run up the pitch count of the lefty Chalice. Chalice goes back to second. Baker able to get back. And Chalice set again, ready to deal. Payoff pitch again. Runners go again to curveball. Skied up in the air. is going to stay in play. Catch made by the first baseman, Klotz, for out number 2.
The designated hitter, 24, Ty Bodison.
Well, luckily for Miami, that ball was high enough that each of the runners were able to get back to their respective bags with plenty of time. So it wasn't the worst case scenario for the RedHawks, but that does bring 2 outs with 2 men on as the DH Ty Badisech steps up for Miami. First pitch to him is in for strike 1. Badisech hitting .338 so far on the year, on base .473, slugging .554. Lefty on lefty matchup, Chalice versus Badisech. Chalice goes back to second to check in on Baker. Baker able to get back. Flashes infield playing back. A 1 pitch from Chalice is outside and gets past the catcher Williams. Runners will advance 90 feet. And now runners on second and third for the RedHawks. Pitch was outside on Badisech, so the count goes to 1-1. Badisech nearly went, but was able to check his swing just enough. 1-1 from Chalice is hit up the middle, is going to get down. Baker's going to score. Applewick rounding third, heading towards the home. He slides in, and the RedHawks take a 2-0 lead off the single from Badisech. Just what Miami needed. A good piece of hitting. A hard line drive right up the middle. Able to get down and allow the RedHawks to take an early lead here in this rubber match. That brings up the left fielder, Ryan Novak. Another lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch from Chalice in for strike 1. Novak slashing .310, .474, .550. Coming into today's game, 0-1 from Chalice, swung on and missed by Novak. And the left fielder already in an 0-2 hole. Chalice set, looks over to Badisech at first, and deals 0-2. Able to find the outside part of the zone for strike 3, but RedHawks are able to get on the board. A 2-run RBI single from Ty Badisech puts the RedHawks in front 2-0 after 1. It's Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. After 1, RedHawks up 2-0 over Kent State. Ty Badisech getting a couple RBIs on a single right up the middle. And the RedHawks in front early. Clayton Burke remains on the mound for the RedHawks. It will be 5-6-7 up for Kent State, started by the first baseman, Hunter Klotz. The lefty Klotz coming into today's game, slashing .297, 462, 505. Looks at a first pitch ball, and that's how the second inning will begin. Burke set and is fouled off behind home plate right above me. Going to get out of the park, though, for a foul ball. Count evens up at 1-1. Strong start for Clayton Burke. 3 strikeouts already. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed by Klotz. The count goes to 1-2. Klotz looking to go 4 for 4 on strikeouts. 1-2 from him. Swung on and fouled off by Klotz right behind home plate. High fastball from Burke there. Burke set again, 1-2. Misses downstairs, count evens up at 2-2. Burke trying to set Klotz up with the high fastball and then breaking ball, but Klotz not fooled by it. 2-2. Fastball dribbled down the right field line. Looks like he got a piece of Klotz, though, and the count will remain 2-2. RedHawk infield slightly shaded towards first base. 2-2. Curveball poked into center field. Enough time for Zarlingo to get under it and make the catch for out number 1. Well, it wasn't a strikeout, but I certainly think Burke and the RedHawks will take it. 1 up, 1 down to start off the second inning. So that brings up the DH Sawyer Solitaria. Solitaria coming into today's game, batting .301. First pitch to him is skied in the air. Enough time for the second baseman, Buzzio, to get under it and make the catch for out 2.
Now the Flashes left fielder, number 14, Alejandro Cobas.
And that brings up the left fielder, Alejandro Covas, making his 28th appearance on the year, 27th start. Looks at first pitch fastball for strike 1 from Burke. It seems like everyone in this Kent State lineup could really hit. Everyone's got a pretty high average, seems like. As that pitch misses the zone, count evens up at 1-1. Burke set and deals. 1-1 is fouled off behind home plate. And Burke up 1-2 on Covas. Covas, .439 on base percentage, slugging .540. Just looking to stay in it as he's down 1-2. Pitch from Burke. Just misses the zone. And the count evens up at 2-2. Burke certainly thought he had him. Starting to strut off the mound immediately. And see Novak talking to the home plate umpire, Michael Ingram, asking where that missed. Only spot I could think of, maybe low. 2-2. Misses low again. The count's going to run full. Certainly don't want to let your frustration get the best of you here if you're Burke. 1 pitch away from getting the job done. and getting out of the inning. Payoff pitch, fastball fouled back by Kovas. Payoff pitch again from Burke is skied up. I don't think there's enough room for Novak to make the play. Well, there is actually. He's able to make the catch and get out of the inning. Flashes go down in order. Redhawks remain up 2-0 as we enter the bottom of the second. It'll be the bottom of the order for the Redhawks after this break here on Red Hawk Radio. It'll be 7-8-9 in the Miami order to kick off the bottom of the second. Redhawks up 2-0 after getting a couple across in the bottom of the first. A couple RBIs for Ty Batisech. As for now, it will be Dominic Krupinski leading things off for the Redhawks. Krupinski coming into today's game, batting .311. Eric Chalice remains on the mound for Kent State. First pitch from him is rocketed towards second base, but an easy play for Ripken Reese. One pitch, one out for Kent State. That brings up the right fielder, Jake Verlack. Miami going with the righty Verlack after the lefty Keenan Proctor started in right field on Friday and Saturday. For Verlack, it is his 8th appearance and 3rd start on the season. Is 1 for 8 so far this year. Looks at a first pitch fastball in for strike 1. Verlack last played March 26th against Butler. Was 0 for 1 in that game. 0-1 to him is fouled off. Count will go to 0-2. Verlack also with 2 walks and 1 hit by pitch this season. The junior from Vancouver and transfer from Mesa Community College. 0-2 pitch, misses outside for ball 1. It's been a much stronger start to the inning for the pitcher Eric Chalice. 1-2 from him. His club's up the middle and will get past for a single for Verlack. Good at bat there for Verlack after getting down 1-2, able to club one up the middle, and a 1-out single for the right fielder. Brings up the bottom of the order, second baseman Blake Buzzio. A possible bunt attempt coming from Buzzio. We've seen it before in this situation, this series. Runner goes. Ball is swung on and fouled back by Buzzio. Buzzio coming into today's game slashing 261, 358, 324 slugging. Down 0-1 to Chalice. He goes back to first. And Verlack able to get back in time. Though it was closer than you would initially think. Chalice set, looks back to first, 0-1. Misses inside, count evens up 1-1. Top of the order on deck is Dylan Baker as Chalice goes back to first to check in on Verlack. He's able to get back in time. If you're able to get multiple guys on as the lineup turns, be a position the RedHawks would love to be in as Chalice goes back to first base. Wasn't his fastest move. And allowed Verlack to get back with plenty of time to spare. 1-1. Swung on and missed by Buzzio. It was the power curve again from Chalice. Usually pumping that in about 85, 86 according to the scoreboard here. Black shakes off Williams. Throwing the pitch he wants. That ball chopped up and ruled foul. Looks like it hit Buzzio's bat twice. It's definitely an odd-looking play for sure. Don't often see that. Looked like I like the more of the inside part of the bat, and then I think hit into the ground and then hit his bat again. Not sure the last time I've seen something like that. Would have been a tough play for the third baseman Yatsik if it was rule fair. So potentially a break for Kent State. 1-2. First Chalice goes back to first. Again. And once again, Verlack able to get back. Chalice set. And the 1-2. Misses outside. Count evens up 2-2 against Buzzio. Chalice, I would say, one of the slower tempo pitchers we've seen this weekend. And goes back to first. Very concerned about the speed of Verlack, it appears Kent State is. Does not have a stolen base attempt on the season so far. 2-2 curveball misses high and outside, and the count's going to run full. And Chalice once again going back to first. Payoff pitch coming from Chalice. Here it comes. That ball clubbed by Buzzio into the outfield. It is up at the warning track, and catch is made by the center fielder, Kirikoff, for out number 2. It sounded really, really good off the bat of Buzzio. And maybe on a day where the wind is blowing out a little bit, maybe that gets out of here. But today, Kirikoff able to make the catch right at the wall in the left center gap. Usually don't see that type of power from Buzzio either. Very, very well hit. As that brings up the top of the order, the shortstop Dylan Baker with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Runner on first for the RedHawks. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Baker with a lead-off double to kick off the bottom of the first. Would later score on the single from Batisich. 1-0. That ball hit well into center field. Kirikov looking back at it. He's not able to get to it. And Dylan Baker with a 2-run home run. Miami takes a 4-0 lead.
Dylan Baker at home run number 8 on the season. We're calling that a left field tavern home run. First fan to get to the announcer's booth gets a gift card to Left Field Tavern to enjoy after the game. Left Field Tavern.
For a team that has powered their offense with the long ball. Now the 48th home run on the season for Miami as a team. First one we've seen this weekend, though. And that one from Dylan Baker in the left center gap, closer towards center. Just kept carrying, and Kirikov not able to get to it. As Darlingo steps up for the RedHawks, looks at first pitch ball. Chalice not able, or able to find the zone there. Count evens up at 1-1. Baker having a heck of a game so far as Darlingo squared around the bunt, pulls away, and looks at strike number 2. For Baker, that is his 8th home run on the season. As Chalice able to nip the inside part of the plate, count goes to 2-2. And the hot streak for Dylan Baker continues as Chalice able to find the inside part of the zone again for strike 3. That will end the second inning, but RedHawks adding on to the lead. A 2-run home run from Dylan Baker puts Miami up 4-0. As we go into the third inning, it'll be 8-9-1 up for the Flashes after this break. It's Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. Top of the third here at McKie Field at Hayden Park. RedHawks up 4-0, able to get 2 across in the first and second innings. It was Dylan Baker with a 2-run home run in the bottom of the second. Puts the RedHawks up by 4. Clayton Burke remains in for Miami, 39 pitches in, facing the second baseman, Ripken Reese, to start off the third inning. A pitch from Baker, curveball in for strike 1. Reese with the lowest average in the starting lineup for Kent State today at .238 as he swings on and misses the breaking pitch from Burke. Count goes to 0-2. Ripken on base of .373, slugging .488. 0-2 from Burke, swung on and missed by Reese. 4th strikeout on the day for Clayton Burke. Starts off the third inning strong. as that brings up the bottom of the order, center fielder Micah Kirikoff. Kirikoff coming into today's game, batting .292, on base .388, slugging .400. First pitch high from Burke for ball one. Has not been a great series for Kirikoff. Just one hit. Was able to get it yesterday late in the game. That pitch skied up right side of the infield and catch made by the first baseman, Evan Applewick. Pretty strong start for Clayton Burke. He's given up just one hit through the first time through the Kent State lineup. 4 strikeouts for Burke so far, as the leadoff man, Luke Matthews, steps in for the Flashes. He rockets that one past a diving Baker into left field, and that will be a 2-out single for the shortstop, Matthews.
31. Third baseman, Hayden.
Matthews aggressive there, swinging at the first pitch, and very well placed on that hard to hit grounder. Gets past the glove of Dylan Baker. As that brings up the third baseman, Yatsik. Burke goes back to first to check in on Matthews. Matthews able to get back in time. Matthews 6 for 10 on the season in stolen base attempts. Pitch from Burke, rocketed up the middle. Zarlingo's got a lot of ground to make up in center field. Runner rounds third, heading for home, and Matthews able to score from first. It is an RBI double for Yatsik. And that will cut into the Miami lead. It is now 4-1. I said we've seen the outfield shifted like that all series long. The center fielder Zarlingo playing like the opposite way, playing that time more towards the right center gap against the righty, not what you would usually expect, as the first pitch to the right fielder Jake Casey misses outside for ball one. Typically it's worked for the RedHawks defensively, but that time cost them an extra bag and potentially a run, as Casey skies that one towards left field, and the catch is made by Novak. But Kent State able to get on the board. An RBI double from Hayden Yatsik cuts into the lead. It is Miami 4, Kent State 1 on Red Hawk Radio. Bottom of the third at McKie Field. Kent State able to get one across in the top half of the inning. Miami has scored 2 runs in the first and second innings today. It'll be the first baseman, Evan Applewick, leading things off in the third. Applewick with a walk in his last plate appearance. First pitch from Chalice finds the zone for strike 1. Applewick with 1 hit in the series so far as that pitch misses outside for ball 1. But when Applewick gets hot, I don't think there's a better hitter in the conference so far. He clubs that one into left field. That is going to get down and over the head of the left fielder Kovas. Applewick will stroll into second with a leadoff double. Well, looked like a normal looking hit for Evan Applewick, but a strong bounce in the turf outfields was misplayed by the left fielder Kovas. I mean, it is a all turf field here at McKie Field. So if you're not used to that, especially in the outfield, that could definitely cost you. It was the first pitch to David Novak, misses high for ball 1. Looks like Kent State also has an all-turf field, so not something completely out of the ordinary for Kovas, as that pitch is fouled off by Novak. And count will even up at 1-1. RedHawks looking to take advantage on the misplay by Kovas and score for the 3rd consecutive inning as Novak swings and misses on that one. Count will go to 1-2. Novak in a 1-2 hole here in the bottom of the 3rd. He hits that one towards the 3rd baseman Yatsik, and the throw is in time for out number 1. Applewick will remain on second, doing the smart thing there, not trying to force an unnecessary out. That brings up the DH Batisech. Batisech 1 for 1 today, and RBI single in the first inning brought home 2 runs, gave Miami a 2-0 lead. First pitch to him finds the zone for strike 1. Batisech looking for another RBI here. That pitch from Chalice misses outside for ball 1. Chalice set. Small lead at second base for Applewick. Pitch misses outside for ball 2. Traditional defensive alignment for Kent State against the lefty Batisech. Chalice looks back to second. And a 2-1. Curveball finds the zone, and count evens up at 2-2. Batisech seemingly looked a little surprised there. Was going away from home plate and out of the batter's box as that pitch was coming in. 2-2 pitch, curveball again, chops towards first base. Play is made by the first baseman Klotz, and that will bring the second out of the inning. And manager for Miami out to talk with the home plate umpire Ingram, seemingly thinking that that ball was foul. Sure looked like ball was over the first base bag as it was going over it. I'm not sure off the top of my head if that is a reviewable play or not. I believe it is. As Smiley's still talking with Ingram, now the first base umpire, Bryce McCalla, out to join the meeting as well. Not sure if Smiley is out to review the call or just talking to the umpires about their thought process there. Not quite sure. Smiley definitely looks frustrated though as he retreats back to the dugout. Call will stand, no review necessary, as that brings us to 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Runner on third base for the left fielder, Ryan Novak. First pitch from Chalice, outside for ball 1. Novak 0 for 1 today. Struck out in the first inning to end it. 1-0 pitch. Curveball, did he go? He did not. And the count will go to 2-0. Small lead at third base for Applewick. Pitch fouled back behind home plate for strike 1. Count will go to 2-1 against the lefty Novak. Chalice set, looking for his first scoreless frame today. 2-1, outside for ball 3. And Miami looking for another 2-out rally. All of their runs today have come with 2 outs. 3-1, curveball finds the zone and runs the count full. Chalice looking at his catcher Williams, gives him a shake now, nods his head. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed by Novak, and Chalice able to get out of the inning unscathed. After 3, Miami's still up 4-1 over Kent State. It will be Williams, Klotz, and Solitaria due up for the Flashes after this quick break. Top of the fourth here in Oxford, it will be Brody Williams, the catcher, leading things off for the Flashes, as they are in a 4-1 deficit, but were able to get a run across in the last inning. Clayton Burke remains on the mound for the RedHawks, 48 pitches in, has 4 strikeouts on the day already. First pitch from Burke, slider misses low for ball 1. Williams 0 for 1 today, struck out to end the first. 1-0, chops towards shortstop Baker, able to make the play. Throw is in time for out number 1. Baker very sure-handed there at short. Could definitely trust him. Any ball hit his way. Seen that all season long. Hunter Klotz steps in for Kent State. He is 0 for 1 today. Flew out to center field in his last at-bat. First pitch slider from Burke finds the zone for strike 1. Burke just cruising along. That ball tipped into the glove of Novak for strike 2. Burke with a little bit of trouble in his last inning of work after getting the first 2 guys out. That pitch misses high for ball 1. A single from Luke Matthews and then a double from Hayden gave the Flashes their first run of today's ball game. But Burke able to respond well. Got a fly out from Jake Casey as that pitch fouled off by Klotz. Count will remain at 1-2. Nice crowd starting to fill in here at McKie Field. It was relatively empty as that pitch misses low for ball 2. But as the game has gone on, more and more people have found their way here to enjoy their Sunday afternoon watching their RedHawks or their Flashes. Have a good amount of Kent State fans here today. 2-2 pitch, misses inside and runs the count full. And just like yesterday's game, a pretty comfortable afternoon here. Payoff pitch from Burke, misses low, and that'll be a walk for the first baseman, Klotz. A little cloudier than yesterday, but probably just as warm. And definitely less windy. That brings up the DH Sawyer Solitaria. Solitaria 0 for 1 today. Popped out to second baseman Buzzio in his last at-bat. First pitch from Burke misses low for ball 1. One out here in the top of the 4th inning. Runner on first for Kent State. Looking to cut into this 4-1 deficit. That ball fouled off and either hit the top of the fence with the netting on it, I believe. And ricochets back into the field. Still count as a foul ball, though. And count goes to 1-1. Burke set. And deals 1-1 pitch. Slider misses low for ball 2. When Burke has missed, especially in this inning, it has been on low pitches. 2-1, swung on and missed by Solitaria. An inside fastball whiffed by the DH. Small lead at first for Klotz. Now growing and set. Pitch from Burke. In for strike 3. Now 5 strikeouts on the day for Burke. And that one bringing the second out of the inning. As that brings up the left fielder, Kovas. Kovas popped out to the catcher, Novak, in his last at-bat. That ended the second inning. First pitch from Burke. Finds the zone for strike 1. A newly motivated Burke after the walk of Klotz. In an at-bat that he was ahead in. 0-1. Slider finds the zone for strike 2. Swung on and missed by Kovas. Burke 1 strike away from his 6th strikeout on the day through 4. Will he get it? Not there. That was fouled off by Kovas. Count will remain 0-2. Burke looks towards first. Now set. 0-2 pitch. Just tipped away by Kovas. Did a full 360 while hitting that ball. And just able to get enough of it to squibble it back behind home plate. Small lead at first. 0-2 pitch. That's clubbed on to left field. Novak able to get under it though and make the catch. A scoreless frame for Clayton Burke and the RedHawks going into the bottom of the 4th inning with the 4-1 lead here on Red Hawk Radio. It'll be Dominic Krupinski leading things off for the RedHawks as we enter the bottom of the 4th here at McKie Field. RedHawks up 4-1 over Kent State in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Krupinski 0 for 1 today. Grounds out to the second baseman Reese in his last at-bat. Lefty on lefty matchup to start off the bottom of the 4th. First pitch from Chalice in for strike 1. Chalice today, 65 pitches in, has given up 4 runs on 5 hits as the 0-1 curveball misses upstairs for ball 1. Chalice with 1 walk today and 4 strikeouts. He deals the 1-1, and that's swung on by Krupinski and is a fair ball off the wall. Krupinski will head towards second. It will be a leadoff double for the third baseman. Ball was hit well by Krupinski, but even more well placed. Got right into the left field corner. There's a lot of ground to make up for Kovas, especially with Krupinski being a lefty. And Krupinski is able to stroll on in for a double, another leadoff double for the RedHawks today. And there's a meeting on the mound. Looks like that is going to do it for Eric Chalice. 65 pitches in, 6 hits, 4 runs, all but 1 were earned. 1 walk and 4 strikeouts on the day for the lefty. We'll bring in the new pitcher after this break. RedHawks up 3. New pitcher for the Flashes. It is number 27, Rocco Bernardina, 6'5", 220-pound redshirt junior from Newcastle, Pennsylvania, out of Newcastle High School, making his 6th appearance on the season, his 4th relief appearance. Coming into today's game with a 5.71 ERA in 17 and a third innings pitched. Give up 16 hits, 11 runs, all were earned. Has thrown 5 walks and 16 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .262 against the tall righty. Bernardino last pitch Sunday at Central Michigan through 4 innings. Gave up just 1 run and 3 hits. Had 2 walks and 1 strikeout against the Chippewas. He will be facing Jake Verlack, the right fielder. He is 1 for 1 today. Looks at first pitch fastball, misses downstairs for ball 1. Verlack dramatically increasing his batting average today, up from 125 to 222. As the 1-0 from Bernardina misses the zone, count will go to 2-0. Runner on second for Miami after the leadoff double from Krupinski. 2-0 pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count will go to 2-1. Bernardina set. Small lead at second for Krupinski. Verlack squares around a bunt, drops one. Right to the pitcher, Bernardina, able to get it to first in time, but Krupinski able to advance to third, so a job well done by the right fielder, Verlack. We didn't see Verlack square around a bunt anytime in that at-bat before that pitch, so a impromptu decision from the Miami coaching staff in what would usually be an obvious bunt situation, I would think. Gives Miami a runner on third with 1 out as Buzzio steps up, flails at a first pitch slider from Bernardina for strike 1. Buzzio 0 for 1 today, flew out to center field, a deep fly ball in his last at-bat as that pitch misses high and outside for ball 1. You would certainly take that result again if you are Buzzio. That would easily allow Krupinski to score from third. 1-1. That ball skied high into the outfield. Well, actually, not the outfield. That's going to be caught by the second baseman, Reese. Not even close to deep enough for a sac fly, so Krupinski will remain at second with 2 outs.
Shortstop Dylan Baker.
And brings up the top of the order for Miami again. The shortstop Dylan Baker having an awesome day so far. A leadoff double in the first and a 2-run home run in the second. It's an opportunity to do some more damage here with the runner 90 feet away at third. Strong secondary lead from Krupinski, swung on and missed by Baker on the first pitch breaking ball. Bernardina set, deals 0-1, as hit well into the outfield, looking to split the left center gap. It gets down. Baker heading towards second. Throw from Kovas not in time. And another double for Dylan Baker. And Miami takes a 5-1 lead. What a day for the shortstop Baker. 2 doubles and a home run. Now 3 RBIs on the day today. That brings up the center fielder Zarlingo. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. Zarlingo 0 for 2 today, 2 strikeouts. First one swinging, second one looking. Bernardina set and deals 1-0, is fouled off behind home plate once again right above me and out of the stadium for a foul ball. Evens up the count at 1-1. Outfield playing pretty deep on the center fielder Zarlingo. 1-1 from Bernardina is fouled off again down the left side, and the count will go to 1-2. Bernardina staring at the catcher Williams, gets his sign and deals the 1-2, misses low, and he evens up the count. Baker, one of the faster guys in the Red Hawk lineup, so anything in the outfield should allow him to score. 2-2 pitch from Bernardina, swung on and chops down the right field line and into the Kent State bullpen. Zarlingo just fighting in there with 2 strikes on him. And we do this dance one more time. Bernardina swung on and missed by Zarlingo. Big strikeout for him, but Miami able to plate another one across off of the double from Dylan Baker. After 4, Red Hawks up 5-1 here on Red Hawk Radio. After 4, it is the RedHawks up on the Flashes 5-1. An RBI double for Dylan Baker, his 3rd hit on the day, and 2nd double gave Miami the 4-run advantage, as Kent State will bring up their 2nd baseman Ripken Reese to start off the 5th. Clayton Burke remains in for Miami, 66 pitches in. He's given up 3 hits, 1 run, so 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. His first pitch to Reese looks like it clipped him, and he will head over to first. I didn't think that was anywhere particularly close to hitting him. that looks pretty low to me, but I mean, it looks closer to the center of the plate than hitting him, honestly, at least from my angle. And the head man, Bryan Smiley, out to talk about that call, and it looks like there's going to be a review on that play. Yeah, I mean, pretty much immediately you heard sounds from the Miami dugout questioning that call. And they will head over to the Miami dugout for our first review of today's game. There's a Kent State team that is used to getting hit. They have 65 hit by pitches on the year, as the most in the MAC. Miami near the top as well. They are 3rd in the MAC with 61. The 2 teams with magnets for bats or elbow guards or whatever you want to say. Umpiring crew still reviewing the call. If the call were to stand, it will be Micah Kirikoff up for Kent State. And if the call were to stand, it would be the first leadoff batter to get on base for Kent State today. Matthews in the 1st struck out. Klotz in the 2nd flew out. Reese in the 3rd struck out. And Williams in the 4th grounded out. And with them down 4, obviously you'd want to get the leadoff man on any way you can. As the play is still being reviewed, seeing if the ball hit the 2nd baseman Ripken Reese in the last at bat. Probably the most full that McKie Field has been all day today is right now. Fans of all ages here. Good amount of students here. Certainly love to see that. People enjoying themselves and watching their RedHawks play on this Sunday afternoon. A great crowd yesterday as well. Had the towel giveaway before the game, as well as some baseball stickers. Swoop, the mascot, was here, taking pictures with fans of all ages. Buddy Schultz, the Red Hawk legend, threw out the first pitch yesterday. Is quite the full day. The only thing missing from yesterday's game was a Red Hawk win. All right, the meeting is adjourned. They have reached a verdict. And the call will stand. Reese will go to first base. I'm not going to lie, from my view up here, I disagree with that call. But that's why I'm broadcasting the game and not umpiring. Brings up the bottom of the order for Kent State, Micah Kirikoff. Looks at first pitch, ball. The count will go to 1-0. Burke set, looks back to first and deals. Pitch is inside for ball 2. So as I mentioned earlier, first leadoff base runner for Kent State today, and trying to get Burke in a little bit of adversity. 2-0, finds a zone for strike 1. Normal defensive positioning for the RedHawks against the righty Kirikov. 2-1 pitch, finds a zone again, count evens up 2-2. Kirikov seemingly frustrated at himself after looking at that 2-1 fastball. Bergstedt looking for his 6th strikeout on the day, or maybe a ground ball. That ball rocketed by Kirikov into center field and off the base of the wall. It's going to be a scramble for Zarlingo to get it. He is throw in, cut off. The throw home is not in time. It will be an RBI triple for Micah Kirikov. Once again, the Red Hawk outfield, or at least the center fielder, Zarlingo, shifted more towards the right center gap on the righty. So it was quite a lot of ground to cover for Zarlingo and the left fielder, Novak. As Clayton throws a first pitch slider in the zone for strike 1 against the leadoff hitter, Matthews. Redhawks up 5-2. No outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Pitch misses low for ball 1. One from Burke, misses high, and we go to 2-1. Matthews today 1 for 2, a single in his last at bat, and would ultimately score the next at bat off the double from Yatsik. 2-1, misses low for ball 3. So now Clayton Burke in the most trouble that he has been in all game. The one run that he gave up in the 3rd came with 2 outs. Clayton with 3 more to go now. 3-1 swung on and missed by Matthews. And the count will run full. Certainly a big pitch here. Bergstedt from the windup, the payoff pitch is hit into right field. Should be enough time for Verlack to get under it. He makes the catch. His throw home is not going to be in time. It'll be a sac fly for Matthews, and will cut the Miami lead to 2.
The 3rd baseman, Hayden.
So 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning as the 3rd baseman Yatsik steps up for the Flashes. But the bases are empty, so a clean slate for Burke to work with. His 79th pitch of the game is low for ball 1. Action developing in the Red Hawk bullpen. 1-0 pitch from Burke is rocketed up towards the right side of the field, and not enough room for Verlack to get it. Red Hawk defense once again with 3 infielders on the left side. Done that with Yatsik at the plate all series long. The 1-1 from Burke. Slider finds the zone, and the count will go to 1-2. Good change of pace there from the righty Burke. And Burke with a chance to get a 6th strikeout. That ball chops down the left field line and foul. Burke set again and deals 1-2, is outside on the slider. And that will even up the count at 2-2. Yatsik today 2 for 2. Had a single in the first inning and an RBI double in the third. Gave Kent State their first run of the game. Pitch from Burke, slider just missed. And the count will run full. And Burke just leaning his head back as he was coming off of the mound off of that pitch. Looked like it was just low, if anything. Payoff pitch from Burke is skied high, right side of the field. Applewick under it and able to make the catch. Good response there for Burke to not let the, should I say, missed call or controversial call on the 2-2 pitch, let him affect his 3-2 pitch. Able to get Yatsik to pop that one up as Jake Casey steps in for the Flashes. First pitch misses the zone for ball 1. Jake Casey, the son of former Cincinnati Red Sean Casey, as the curveball from Burke able to find the outside part of the zone, evens up the count at 1-1. Saw Sean after yesterday's game. It's a good coincidence for him that his son is playing here, as that ball is popped up in the infield. Catch is made by the third baseman, Krupinski. Burke able to get out of it, but Kent State able to play 2 across. Miami up 5-3 as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. It will be Applewick, Novak, and Batisech due up for the RedHawks on the other side of the break. It is Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. Bottom of the 5th here in Oxford. Kent State able to get 2 across in the top half of the inning. RedHawks still up by 2, though. It is 5-3 Miami. As the first baseman, Evan Applewick, steps up for the RedHawks. First pitch is high for ball 1. Off of the right hand of Rocco Bernardina. In his 2nd inning of work. 1-0. Slider just misses the zone for ball 2. Applewick 1 for 1 today. Had a double in his last at bat and a walk in the first. 2-0 pitch. Misses upstairs for ball 3. Applewick starting to heat up a little bit after a slow start to this series. Had a hit late in yesterday's game. And now 1 for 1 today. 3-0 to him. Is able to find the zone for strike 1. Had to assume that Applewick got the take sign there on the 3-0. Now Bernardina set. His 3-1 pitch is skied high by Evan. Applewick absolutely crushed, but foul. He straightens that one out. That is well out of here. But the count will run full instead. Bernardina allowed just 1 hit so far today. No runs, no walks, has 1 strikeout. Payoff pitch is rocketed into left field, but right into the glove of Kovas. Applewick got it right on the barrel. He really can't complain. Just went right to Kovas in left field. That's baseball, though. That is baseball. As that brings up the catcher, David Novak. Novak 0 for 2 today. Grounds it out to third base in his last at-bat. First pitch is low for ball 1. To wrap up my story that was interrupted by the end of last inning, met up with Sean Casey yesterday. It's a happy coincidence. That ball is rocketed past the glove of the third baseman Yatsik, and it'll be a 1-out single for the catcher Novak. Anyway, finally to recap this. It was a happy coincidence for Mr. Casey, as 2 of his former big league squads, the Pirates and the Reds, battling it out about an hour south of here at Great American Ballpark, and just so happened that his son was playing in Oxford on the same weekend. The first pitch from Bernardina misses low to the DH Batisech for ball 1. Bernardina set, small lead at first for Novak. Ball gets past the catcher Williams, and that'll be a free 90 feet for Miami. And now the RedHawks with another opportunity to plate a run across. Batisech with a 2-0 count against the righty Bernardina. Runner in scoring position for the RedHawks, up 5-3. Breaking pitch from Bernardina misses inside. Count goes to 3-0. Bernardina having a little bit of issues with his control. Second time he's been down 3-0 in this inning. He is able to find the zone there, though, and the count goes to 3-1. Bernardina was down 3-0 to Applewick, and was able to fight back, get it to 3-2, and get Applewick to fly out to left field. 3-1, swung on and missed by Batisech. Good breaking pitch from Bernardina there. And Batisech swung right through it. And Bass taking an extra second, calm himself down outside of the batter's box. And goes back in the batter's box. 3-2 count to Barisic. The payoff pitch. Misses high for ball 4. It'll be a walk for the DH. And it brings up the left fielder, Novak. Novak 0 for 2 today. 2 strikeouts on the day for the left fielder, Novak. His first one coming in the first, it was looking. And his second one coming in the third, that was a swinging strikeout. He's got runners on second and first to work with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. RedHawks up 2 over the Flashes. First pitch from Bernardina, curveball misses low for ball 1. And sarcastic comment from the Miami dugout about it hitting him. Count goes to 1-0. Bernardina set, small lead at both second and first. 1-0. Finds the zone, evens up the count at 1-1. Action continuing in the Red Hawk bullpen. Don't see anything in the Kent State bullpen right now. That pitch fouled off behind home plate. Count goes to 1-2. Bernardina set, 1-2 pitch. It hit him. And a high bounce, almost into the crowd, but instead gets into the netting. Either way, the RedHawks are going to have the bases loaded with 1 out. Seen a lot of hit by pitches today, it seems like. Seems like the batters are magnets up there for whatever reason. As the third baseman, Dominic Krupinski, steps up for the RedHawks. Krupinski 1 for 2 today. Had a double in his last at-bat. Potential to expand the Miami lead here. First pitch is sky to high towards the left side of the field. And will be foul for strike 1. Apologize for the delay there. Where the ball landed was out of my sight, so was blocked off a little bit by the Miami bullpen. Wasn't able to see the ball land. Was not sure if they were able to get to it or not. Saw a few flash defenders there. The left fielder Kovas, the third baseman Yatsik, and the shortstop Matthews. 0-1 pitch is high, evens up the count. Krupinski with a chance to add on to the Miami lead. They're up 5-3 so far. With bases loaded and a 1-1 count. In the bottom of the 5th, that ball rocketed up the middle. That's going to bring home Applewick or Novak for 1. Barisic coming up from second. The throw is in time. That was a very strong throw from the center fielder Kirikov. But Miami still able to get 1 across. They expand the lead to 6-3. It brings up the right fielder Verlack. But first, a meeting on the mound between Bernardina, the catcher Williams, and the pitching coach for Kent State. Mentioned it in yesterday's game. Mike Birkbeck, the pitching coach for the Flashes, Been their pitching coach since 1997 and their associate head coach since 2004. Probably one of the higher esteemed assistant coaches in all of college baseball. Was named the Baseball America Assistant Coach of the Year in 2012. And it's a coaching staff for Kent State that has been around for a while. Their head man, Jeff Duncan, in his 12th season, previously an assistant at Purdue. Duncan, his flashes, won the MAC championship in 2014 and 2018, is the 4-time MAC Coach of the Year, most recently in 2023. First pitch to Verlack is outside for ball 1. Probably the most remarkable thing that I saw about the tenure of Jeff Duncan, he has only been swept in a MAC series once in his entire career. That's pretty unbelievable for how long he's been there. As that ball is swung on and missed by Verlack, he ends up the count at 1-1. Runners at second and first for the right fielder Verlack. He is 1 for 1 today. Had a sac bunt in his last appearance. Ball is low for ball 2. Williams with a good play to get in front of it. RedHawks up 6-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Runners on second and first. 2-1 pitch is hit towards the right side field. Past the diving Reese at second base. Ryan Novak around the score from second. Krupinski rounds around third and will dive into home. He scores from first. It'll be a 2-run RBI double for Verlack. Well, Verlack, he hasn't played a ton this year, but he is certainly making the most out of his opportunity here today. A really, really strong day at the plate for the right fielder. He is 2 for 2 today with a couple RBIs. So that brings up the second baseman, Buzzio. First pitch from Bernardina misses the zone for ball 1. Buzzio 0 for 2 today. Popped out to the second baseman, Reese, in his last at-bat as Williams goes out to the mound to check in on the pitcher, Bernardina. And still not seeing any action in the Kent State bullpen, though some of my view is partially blocked by the press box here, but I'm not seeing anything. So they're trusting Bernardina to stick this one out as that ball is fouled off by Buzzio behind home plate. Bernardina set, runner on second after the double from Verlack. 1-1 pitch. Just misses the zone, and we'll go to 2-1. Very little to no wind right now. It's pretty much been that way all day and for most of yesterday's game as well. 2-1 pitch is fouled off by Buzzio, evens up the count at 2-2. RedHawks up 8-3 over the Flashes. Have scored in every inning besides the third. Bernardina set. Dramatic pause. And deals 2-2. That's chops down the third base line and foul. Count will remain 2-2 to the second baseman, Buzzio. If Buzzio were to get on, that would bring up The shortstop, Dylan Baker, is having an awesome day so far. He is 3 for 3. If you're the RedHawks, you would love to have the opportunity to get your hottest hitter at the plate with runners on. 2-2. Curveball fouled off by Buzzio. Great job there by the second baseman, hanging in there and just getting any type of metal to the ball. Bernardino set 2-2 again. And once again, the curveball and Buzzio able to get something on it. That one just a weak pop fly towards the right side of the field, and ultimately foul just got past the Kent State dugout. 2-2 again from Bernardino. That one rocketed towards the left side of the field. That gets down. Verlack around second to score. The throw from left is not in time. And Miami now up 9-3. Just a great at-bat there for the second baseman, Buzzio. Fouling off a couple pitches, staying alive, getting the pitch that he wanted, and hitting it hard towards left field, able to find some open ground. And that brings up the top of the order for the RedHawks. It is Dylan Baker having a great day so far, as 2 doubles as well as a 2-run home run in the second inning. First pitch from Bernardino finds the zone for strike 1. Bernardino set. Runner goes at first. Ball is skied into the outfield. Plenty of time for the center fielder, Kirikov, to get it and makes the catch. But RedHawks able to get 4 across. They expand their lead to 9-3 after 5. You're listening to Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio. After 5, it is the Miami RedHawks up on Kent State, 9-3 after a 4-run 5th inning. Responding really, really well after Kent State was able to plate 2 across and cut the lead to just 2. Clayton Burke remains on the bump for Miami for a 6th inning of work. 5 strikeouts so far for the righty. First pitch to Brody Williams in for strike 1. For Burke now at 89 pitches. He's given up just 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. 0-1 pitch is popped up in between the infield and outfield. Zarlingo charging in to make the catch. Pretty strong effort for Burke so far,
First baseman, Hunter Klotz.
as that brings up the third baseman Klotz for the Flashes. First pitch to him, slider misses outside for ball 1. Klotz 0 for 1 today. That ball popped up foul, even up the count at 1-1. Klotz with a walk in his last plate appearance. 1-1, able to find the zone for strike 2. A strong fastball from the righty Burke. He's usually been sitting 91-92 all day today. Burke trying to get his 6th strikeout. Will he get it here? Not this time. Pitch is low, and he evens up the count at 2-2. Burke now set. Klotz set. 2-2 pitch is once again low. Pretty much the same pitch and same spot for Burke last time. And now bring the count full. Back-to-back sliders from Burke. Grounded at the plate. Payoff pitch. Fouled off by Klotz, and will keep it full. And once again, looks like it hit off his bat twice. One time when he initially tipped it, then the ball hit the ground, and on the follow-through, got a piece of his bat again. Burke again, 3-2. That one clubs towards left field. Not sure if there's going to be enough room for Novak. There is not, and the count will once again remain full. Still action in the Miami bullpen. Burke was at 90 pitches coming into this at-bat. So you have to think that it will be the end of the road for Burke pretty soon. 3-2 again. Missed low, and that is going to be a hard-earned walk for the first baseman, Klotz. As that brings up the DH, Solitaria. And it looks like Burke will remain out there. But first, here comes the pitching coach, Larry Scully, for a mound between him and his pitcher and the catcher, David Novak. Burke up to 98 pitches. See us through 5 1/3. Has given up just 4 hits, 3 runs, all of which were earned. Has 2 walks and 5 strikeouts on the day so far. It's a little more effective than his last start at Bowling Green. That is indeed going to be the end of the road for Burke. A very strong outing for the righty today. Bring you the new pitcher after this quick break. RedHawks up 9-3 on Red Hawk Radio. Top of the sixth here at McKie Field. 1 out and a run on first for Kent State. That's the situation that Austin Berggren, the righty, is entering. The transfer from Johnson County Community College, making his 13th appearance on this season and his 9th in relief. Comes into today's game with a 14.29 ERA in 17 innings pitched. Giving up 28 hits, 27 runs, has thrown 10 walks and 26 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .359 against the junior righty. Last pitched in Sunday's game at Bowling Green. Only faced one batter, gave up the game-winning hit that ultimately gave Bowling Green the victory. First pitch from him is upstairs to the pitch hitter, Dom Kibler. Kibler making his 18th appearance on the season, batting .179. The 1-0 is skied into left field. Plenty of time for Novak to get under it. Makes a last-second adjustment and is able to make the catch. That brings us to 2 outs here in the top of the sixth. That brings up the left fielder Kovas for the Flashes. Kovas 0 for 2 today. Struck out. First pitch from Berggren in for strike one. Or I stand corrected, Kovas flew out to left field in his last plate appearance. Small lead at first for Klotz. Berggren set 0-1. Curveball is fouled off, and the count will go to 0-2. Berggren set, one pitch away from getting out without any runs. 0-2 pitch is just high for ball one. RedHawks up 9-3 over Kent State. Have scored in every inning but the third. Kent State, after getting 2 across in the fifth, looking to cut the deficit. 1-2 for Berggren, swung on and missed by Kovas. A big-time strikeout for Berggren. Keeps the lone base runner stranded at first for Kent State. Heading into the bottom of the sixth, RedHawks still up 9-3 on Red Hawk Radio. Bottom of the sixth at McKie Field is the center fielder Anthony Zarlingo leading things off for the RedHawks. Zarlingo 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts. First pitch curveball from Bernardina misses inside for ball 1. RedHawks looking to expand their 9-3 lead. First fastball of the at-bat for Bernardina. Finds the zone. That evens up the count at 1-1. Bernardina set, deals 1-1, misses low and outside for ball 2. Didn't miss by much. Just missed the zone. Bernardina up to 52 pitches already. There is action developing in the Kent State bullpen. As that pitch fouled back by Zarlingo. Bernardina set, glove over his face. And deals the 2-2. Pops up by Zarlingo towards left field, and catch is made by Kovas. So 1 up, 1 down for Kent State. That brings up the first baseman, Evan Applewick, with the bases empty, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Applewick 1 for 2 today, walked in the first, and a couple hard hit balls after that. A double in the 3rd inning and a fly out towards left field. Able to barrel it up though in his last at bat. First pitch to him is in for strike 1. Bernardina set, throws. 0-1 pitch upstairs, evens up the count at 1-1. Bernardina starting to pick up the tempo a little bit. 1-1 pitch is hammered down the 3rd base line, but foul. It was well struck by Applewick, but few feet foul of 3rd base. RedHawks looking for the series win today. 1-2 pitch swung on and missed by Applewick. A really good slider there from Bernardina. Had Applewick way out in front. As that brings up the catcher Novak to the plate. Novak 1 for 3 today. Singled in his last at bat in the 5th. RedHawks looking to repeat their performance in the last inning. They were able to get 4 across in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch low to Novak. To do that, they will have to get a lot done with 2 outs. First 2 guys were out for the RedHawks in the inning. 1-0 is once again low. And the count goes to 2-0. Pretty much no wind right now. It's been that way all day. 2-0. That pitch hammered into the outfield, into center. Kirikoff with his hands up, having trouble finding it, but able to make the catch. RedHawks go down in order after 6, still up 9-3 over Kent State here on Red Hawk Radio. Heading into the top of the 7th here at McKie Field at Hayden Park on the campus of Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. Still a pretty good crowd. The pro-Miami crowd very happy with the RedHawks' performance so far. They're up 9-3 in the rubber match against Kent State. Austin Bergeron remains in for the RedHawks, facing the second baseman, Ripken Reese. Start off the 7th. First pitch fastball from Bergeron outside for ball 1. For Reese, this is the 3rd time he's leading off the inning. Don't often see that for the 8-hole batters. That pitch is fouled off. They'll even up the count at 1-1. Bergeron set and deals. Fastball is upstairs for ball 2. No action in the Miami bullpen as of now. A couple guys were warming up for Kent State. Now heading to the fence to watch the game as that pitch misses the zone for ball 3. Don't know this for sure, but since it is the last game of the series, as that is hit past the left side of the infield towards the left center gap. Reese rounding first, heading towards second. The throw is not in time. It'll be a leadoff double for Ripken Reese. Anyway, revisiting what I was about to say, since it is the last game of the series, and with potential travel times, getting back to campus on time, guessing there will be a run rule in effect today. It'd be 10 after 7, so if Miami's able to blank the flashes here, it'd be 3 runs away from ending the game. First pitch to Micah Kirikoff is swung on and missed for strike 1. Kirikoff 1 for 2 today. Had a triple in his last at bat. 0-1 pitch. That ball hit well into the right center gap, but enough time for Zarlingo to make the catch for out number 1. Reese will tag up from second. He will stroll towards third. Will be a runner on third base with 1 out for the top of the order and the shortstop, Luke Matthews.
Number 1, Luke Matthews.
Kirikoff starting to regain his form. Couple hard hit balls today. That one hit towards right center. That's where Zarlingo was shaded, so positioning worked out that time for the RedHawks. Hit ball by Matthews, hit back towards the pitcher Bergeron, gets it. The first throw is in time for out number 2. That was a great job by the pitcher Bergeron, not panicking, realizing he had enough time, looking off Reese at third, and making a strong throw to Applewick at first base. RedHawks 1 out away from ending the inning. Brings up the third baseman Hayden Yatsik. Yatsik 2 for 3 today. Had double in the third. Looks at a first pitch strike to start off the at-bat. Once again, 3 infielders on the left side of second base for Miami. 0-1 pitch for Bergeron is outside. Evens up the count at 1-1. Redhawks looking for back-to-back scoreless innings. 1-1 pitch just low. The count will go to 2-1. Bergeron pretty effective so far. 2-1 pitch. Curveball, did he go? He did not. Count will go to 3-1. Pitch looked good from Bergeron. It didn't miss by much. And almost got Yatsik to go anyway. 3-1 pitch, fouled off, and that's going to run the count full. Bergeron 1 pitch away. 1 strikeout on the day for the righty. He's given up just the 1 hit to Reese to start off the inning. Bergeron set and deals the payoff pitch. Slider missed low, and it'll be a walk for Yatsik.
Number 21, Jake Casey.
That brings up the 3-hole hitter, the right fielder, Jake Casey. Casey today 0 for 3. Popped out to the third baseman, Krupinski, in his last at-bat. That ended the top of the 5th. Bergeron set. First pitch to Casey. Finds the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Bergeron set. Runners on first and third for Kent State. 0-1 is popped up and out of play. Count will go to 0-2. Bergeron a pitch away. Oh, 2. Fastball high and outside for ball 1. Typically, pitcher would set up for a breaking ball here. 1-2. It is a breaking ball that got Casey swinging. Flashes leave 2 on. Time to stretch here in Oxford. Redhawks up 9-3. New pitcher for Kent State. It is the lefty Nick Gaitis, 6'2", 200-pound redshirt junior from Pennsylvania, making his 9th appearance on the season, 6th in relief. Coming into today's game, 6.27 ERA in 18 2/3 innings pitched, 29 hits, 14 runs, all but 1 were earned, 5 walks and 13 strikeouts. Opponent hitting .358 against the lefty. First pitch to Ty Batisic, hit towards short. The throw is in time for out number 1. That was no problem at all for the shortstop, Luke Matthews. Kent State bringing in the lefty. He will be facing 3 straight lefties. Just faced Batisic. Now facing the left fielder, Ryan Novak. The third baseman, Krupinski, on deck. First pitch from Gaitis is in for strike 1. Gaitis last pitched in the April 2nd game against Baldwin Wallace. Threw 1 1/3, gave up no runs on 2 hits. As that pitch misses outside for ball 1. 1 1/3 for Gaitis in his last appearance. No runs on 2 hits. 1 walk, 1 strikeout for the lefty. 1-1 to Novak. Got him. It just grazed the left fielder Novak. And once again, we got hit by pitch. Novak will head towards first. That brings up the third baseman, Dom Krupinski. Krupinski 2 for 3 today. Had a double in the 4th and an RBI single in the 5th. Got runner on first with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch from Gaitis. Fastball finds the zone for strike 1. It was on the higher end of the zone. About at his belt. And ultimately ruled a strike. 0-1. Curveball outside. And Krupinski able to hold back his swing just enough. Decent lead at first for Novak. Gaitis throws back to first. Novak able to get back in time. Gaitis set up on the third base side of the rubber. 1-1 pitch. Curveball dropped in the zone for strike 2. Probably the windiest it's been all game is right now, is blowing towards the left center gap. 1-2. Curveball hit right to the shortstop, Matthews, and out of his glove. Novak able to get to second in time. And RedHawks have guys on second and first. For now, that play ruled a hit for Krupinski. Was well struck. It looked like it was going right to Matthews, and ball just popped out of his glove at the last second. That's going to be the end of the road for Nick Gaitis. Will bring you the new Kent State pitcher after this break. Miami with runners on second and first, up 6 on Red Hawk Radio. New pitcher for Kent State, number 29, Alex Alberico. 6 foot, 205-pound redshirt sophomore from Lockport, Illinois, out of Providence Catholic High School, making his 6th appearance this season, all in relief. Last pitched March 22nd against Bowling Green. Through 1 inning, didn't give up any runs, just 1 hit. No walks and no strikeouts for the righty. He'll be facing the right fielder, Jake Verlack. First pitch to him. Misses the zone for ball 1. Looked like the runners at second and first were going to go, but put the brakes on. Verlack having a great day so far. He's 2 for 2. Has a single and double and a sacrifice bunt in the 4th. 1-0 to him is in for strike 1. 1-0 curveball from Alberico. Alberico coming into today's game with 3.60 ERA, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, given up 2 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. 1-1 pitch is well outside for ball 2. Opponents are hitting .222 against the sophomore righty as the 5th best in the MAC. Verlack looking to bump that average up with a hit here. Alberico goes back to second, check in on Novak. He's able to get there with plenty of time to spare. Second baseman Reese clapping his glove, heading towards second, now retreating back. 2-1 from Alberico is outside for ball 3. Alberico set and deals the 3-1. Pitched is fouled off by Verlack, and the count will run full. Wind was picking up a little bit earlier in the inning, but now it's calmed down. Alberico looks to second, now deals, runners go. Curveball got Verlack swinging. Runners will advance to second and third, though. No throw from the catcher Williams on that last pitch. Miami has runners on second and third for the second baseman Blake Buzzio. Buzzio 1 for 3 today. Singled in his last at bat. He hits that one towards the shortstop Matthews, able to corral it and throw it in time. Miami leaves 2 stranded after 7, still up by 6 over the Flashes of Kent State. It'll be Williams, Klotz, and Keebler up for the Flashes after the break. After 7, RedHawks up on the Flashes 9-3. It'll be the catcher Brody Williams leading things off for Kent State. Austin Berggren remains in for the RedHawks. Williams 0 for 3 today. Flew out to center in his last at-bat. That was in the 6th inning. This will be Berggren's 25th pitch, and it is fouled off by Williams behind home plate. Action developing in the Miami bullpen, just some tossing around, nothing too intent. And as is the same in the Kent State bullpen. 0-1 from Berggren is chopped towards the middle of the field. Baker able to get it. Throw is in time for out number 1. Baker just rock solid at short. Ball's heading right over second base. Got a good jump on it. Able to glove it and make a running throw to Applewick at first. Brings up the first baseman, Klotz. Klotz is 0 for 1 today with a couple of walks. He's got the bases empty for him. 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. First pitch from Berggren, fastball, finds the zone. Berggren set, throwing from the stretch. 0-1 is chopped down the first base line and almost got into the Kent State dugout. Miami defense slightly shaded towards first. Outside the center fielders are Lingo, shaded towards the left center gap as that ball is fouled off the bat of Klotz behind home plate. Count will remain 0-2. RedHawks well in control here. 0-2 pitch is popped up towards the left side of the field. I don't think there's going to be enough room for Novak. There is not. And we'll do this dance one more time with an 0-2 count. More intent throwing from the RedHawk bullpen. And nothing really developing in the Kent State bullpen as that fastball misses upstairs for ball 1. Same positioning for the Miami defense. Berggren set, 1-2 pitch is a high fastball that evens up the count at 2-2. RedHawks looking for their 3rd straight scoreless inning. The 2-2 misses upstairs again, and that will bring the count full. Kent State scored 1 in the top of the 3rd off of the double from Hayden Yatsik, and then scored a couple in the top of the 5th. As that pitch misses the zone, it'll be a walk for the first baseman, Klotz. In the 5th, it was an RBI triple from Micah Kirikoff and a sac fly from the shortstop Luke Matthews that gave him those runs. 3 runs, 5 hits today for Kent State as the DH Keibler steps in for Kent State. Keibler 0 for 1 today, flew out to left field in the 6th. First pitch to him, Finds the outside part of the zone for strike one. Kybler taking over for Sawyer Solitaria, who was 0 for 2 today. Popped out to second and struck out looking in the fourth. Small lead at first for Klotz. That ball hit into the outfield. Zarlingo with a great jump on it and able to make the catch. Runner was going from first base, not able to get back in time. Applewick steps on the bag, and it will be a double play to get Miami out of the inning. Great play from the center fielder Zarlingo to fool the runner at first, Klotz. And RedHawks remain up 9-3 as we go into the bottom of the 8th after the break. It'll be Buzzio then the top for Miami, looking to get some more runs across here on RedHawk Radio. New pitcher for Kent State is number 23, Brody Kresiak. Sophomore from Bay City, Michigan, transfer from Oakland. Against 10th appearance on the season, all in relief. Last through April 2nd against Baldwin Wallace through 2 1/3. As the first pitch to Dylan Baker misses low. Gave up 1 run on no hits. Had 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. 1-0 to Baker is rocketed up the middle of the field. Play made by Reese at second. Throw is in time. That was a nice play from the second baseman, Reese. Ball was going right up the middle of the field. Looked like it was going right over second. And Reese able to backhand it and make a good throw in time to first base. So 1 up, 1 down for Kent State as that brings up the center fielder Zarlingo. First pitch from Kresiak misses low for ball 1. One-0. That ball chopped right to the pitcher Kresiak and ruled foul. Catcher Williams very much disagreeing with that ruling. And now the manager, Jeff Duncan, out to talk about the call with the first base umpire, Bryce McCullough. So far, nothing has changed yet, but Duncan's still talking about it with McCullough. The meeting is adjourned, and we will continue Zarlingo's at bat. 1-1 count, 1 out. In the bottom of the 8th inning, RedHawks up 9-3 over Kent State. Pitches in and finds the outside corner for strike number 2. Kresiak set. Looking for a quick out. 1-2 pitch. Curveball. Did he go? He did not. And we're evened up at 2-2. 2-2 from Kresiak. Another curveball missed outside. Runs the count full. It's been a pretty good day for almost everyone in the Red Hawk lineup besides Zarlingo. 3-2. Rocketed right to the shortstop, Matthews. Really can't do anything about that if you're Zarlingo. Got the barrel on the ball. It was an absolute rocket. Just went right to the glove of the shortstop, Luke Matthews. Didn't have to move at all. So an 0 for 5 day for the center fielder Zarlingo, but really can't be mad after that last at-bat. First pitch low and outside for ball 1 to the first baseman, Evan Applewick. Applewick 1 for 3 today. Had double in the 3rd. As that pitch missed the zone, count goes to 2-0. Action developing in the Red Hawk bullpen. And a couple guys warming up for Kent State as well, as Kresiak finds the zone. Count will go to 2-1. Kresiak set, 2-1. Curveball is hit to the other side of the field. Just a blooper for Applewick, and the first baseman Klotz able to corral it. RedHawks not able to get any across after 8, still up 9-3 over Kent State, looking to finish the job after the break. It's Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. RedHawks 3 outs away from a series win over Kent State. They are calling upon Landon Folk to finish the job in the top of the 9th. Folk making his 13th appearance on the season. Last pitched a week ago at Bowling Green through just 1/3. Gave up no runs, just 1 hit, 1 walk, and no strikeouts for the junior righty. transfer from Johnson County Community College. He will be facing the left fielder Kovas. Or, pardon me, it is a pitch hitter for Kent State, Colton Schaller. First pitch to him. Finds the outside part of the zone for strike one. Schaller making his 11th appearance on the year. Was 0 for 1 in Friday's game. 0-1 is low, and that evens up the count 1-1. Schaller coming into today's game, slashing 154, 294, slugging 231. 1-1 from Folk, swung on and missed for strike two. Schaller Jr. from Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. Folk set, squatting down in his stance. Now ready to throw. 1-2. High fastball got him swinging for strike three. One batter, one strikeout for Folk. That brings up the second baseman, Reese. Reese 1 for 2 today. Had a double in his last at-bat in the 7th. Folk set, ready to deliver. First pitch to Reese is able to find the outside corner for strike one. Assuming Miami's able to get the last two outs here, it'd be a huge series win. As that pitch is fouled off by Reese, count goes to 0-2. Really put Miami in a good spot. Gives them the tiebreaker over Kent State. It'd be a big-time series win. Would have series wins over Kent State, who's currently second in the MAC standings, and Bowling Green, who's currently fourth. 0-2 from Folk. Just outside for ball one. Those three teams and Ball State, who's currently first in the MAC with a 12-2 conference record, by far the best four in the conference, according to their records. 1-2 from Folk. Outside again, pretty much the same spot as the last pitch. Once again, a ball. Evens up the count at 2-2. All those teams have between 11 to 13 wins. The next closest team, Eastern Michigan, has 9. Whereas the top 6 teams will advance to the MAC tournament in about a month or so. 2-2 from Folk. Breaking pitch inside, runs the count full. So Miami getting those series wins over Kent State and Bowling Green would be huge in determining the MAC standings at the end of the season. You would love to have a top 2 seed. That'd be one fewer game that you have to play in the tournament. Payoff pitch from Folk, just inside for ball 4. Brings up the bottom of the order for Kent State, Micah Kirikoff. He is 1 for 3 today. Had a sac fly in his last appearance. Folk set. Runner on first. First pitch to Kirikoff. Inside for ball 1. I mean, folks, he's pitching well. He's barely missing. 1-0. Able to find the inside part of the zone that time. Evens up the count at 1-1. And Miami one ground ball away from getting the series dub. Folk throws, chopped down the third base side, and foul just landed above the Miami dugout. For Miami, they will play Ball State the last weekend of the regular season. So that could be a huge series in determining the MAC standings for each of those squads. As the pitch from Folk misses in, evens up the count at 2-2. As well as determines the fate of Kent State and Bowling Green, and potentially others should one of these other teams start to really heat up. As of right now, Central Michigan would be the 6th and last team in the conference tournament. 2-2 pitch from Folk upstairs and brings the count full. Across the MAC today, Akron picking up a 7-6 win over Central Michigan. Ball State with a 14-4 win over Northern Illinois. And Toledo with a 6-2 win over Eastern Michigan. Folk finds the inside part of the zone there for strike 3. Kirikoff was starting to head towards first base, but instead will be walking towards the dugout. There are now 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Miami 1 out away from ending this. It will be the top of the order. Luke Matthews up for the Flashes. First pitch from Folk high for ball 1. Folk set, small lead at first for Reese. 1-0, got the helmet of Matthews. And he starts to get up and make his way towards first base, throwing away his elbow guard and bat and whatever other equipment he has on him right now, as a silence has fallen upon McKie Field at Hayden Park here in Oxford. Matthews making his way towards first, talking with the training staff of Kent State. Looks like he is good and staying in the game. Definitely like to see that. Could have been much, much worse for Matthews, especially getting hit in the head area. Brings up the third baseman, Hayden Yatsik. Yatsik 2 for 3 today. Walked in his last appearance in the 7th. First pitch from Folk. Misses the zone for ball 1. RedHawks up 9-3. 1 out away from securing the series win. 1-0 from Folk. Able to find the zone there. That evens it up 1-1. A lot of wiggle room for Landon Folk here. 6-run cushion to pitch on. 1-1. Misses low on the slider. And the count will go to 2-1. Folk set and delivers 2-1. Almost found the inside corner. Barely missed. The count will go to 3-1. Folk has been right around the corners pretty much his entire day today. Hasn't gotten a ton of calls. 3-1 pitch that's hammered into left field. Very well struck. And that is gone. A 3-run home run for Hayden Yatsik. Cuts the Miami lead in half. They now lead 9-6. Well, I guess that's the nice thing about pitching with a 6-run cushion. you can give up a hit like that and still feel pretty comfortable. Miami 1 out away. 2 outs, bases empty here for the 3-hole hitter, Jake Casey. First pitch from Folk finds the zone for strike 1. A 1. Just outside, and that evens up the count at 1-1. One from Folk, able to find the outside corner that time, and the count will go to 1-2. Folk 1 strike away from ending this game. Has 2 strikeouts today. Both of his outs have been strikeouts. And he's looking for the trifecta. 1-2. Hit well into right field by Casey. That gives Verlack back, and it is gone. Well hit ball by Jake Casey. And now Kent State, after back-to-back home runs, has cut the Miami lead to just 2. And it'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Brody Williams. 0 for 4 today. Looking to get on and keep Kent State alive. But before that, we'll have a visit from the pitching coach, Larry Scully. And the catcher, David Novak, out to join them as well. Well, that's why those insurance runs are so important. Usually an inning like that, especially in the 9th, would end in disaster, but RedHawks still up by 2, up 9-7. Bases empty, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. But you don't want to relax too much, because if Williams able to get on, that brings up Hunter Klotz, who had a 2-run home run in Friday's game and would represent the tying run. So just need to lock in, get the job done here. Is action developing in the Miami bullpen as well. So I think part of the visit was to let him warm up as well. I believe it was Carson Byers warming up. First pitch from Folk is upstairs for ball 1. Folk ready, 1-0. Finds the inside part of the plate on the slider, and that evens up the count at 1-1. One from Folk. Just misses upstairs to Williams. That'll bring the count to 2-1. Williams and Kent State just looking to stay alive, just get on base. 2-1. That one popped up and foul. Now even up the count at 2-2. Miami 1 strike away. Last at bat, Jake Casey is able to hit a solo home run on a 1-2 count. Can Williams get on with a 2-2 count? Folk set, the pitch popped up towards the right side of the field. Verlack closing in on it and drops it. It hit the palm of his glove and just popped out. And now all of a sudden, the tying run is up for Kent State. It is Hunter Klotz, the first baseman, up for the Flashes. 0 for 1 today. Has 3 walks on the day. Kent State will bring in a pitch runner for Williams. It is number 18, Matt Thompson. Thompson, transfer from Youngstown State, is 4 for 5 on the season, stolen base attempts. Larry Scully will come out. That'll be the end of the road for Landon Folk. Started off promising, a couple of strikeouts, but ultimately gave up 4 runs on 2 hits, had 1 walk as well. So that'll do it for Folk. We'll bring you the new pitcher for the RedHawks right after a quick break. RedHawks up 2, 1 out away. Couple of changes for Miami. Top of the 9th, runner on first, tying run up to bat for Kent State. New pitcher is Carson Byers, making his 14th appearance on the year. Has the best ERA in the MAC, 2.18. Through in Friday's game in relief. Was able to pick up the save through 3 innings of no-run ball. Just gave up 2 hits, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. And also playing in right field for Miami is Drew Phillips, making his 19th appearance on the year. He'll come in for Verlack in right. First pitch to Claus, his ground's in the dirt. Runner started to break at first, now retreats back. Klotz 0 for 1 today, has 3 walks. And all of a sudden for Miami, you went into this inning up 9-3, feeling very comfortable. Now things getting a little shaky, 9-7. Byers finds the zone that time, though, and that evens up the count at 1-1. Probably weren't expecting to use your best relief option in this game, especially being up 9-3, but that is the situation now. 1-1 from Byers. That ball hit well into center, and a catch is made by Zarlingo. A diving attempt, and he was able to corral it, and Miami is able to survive after a late rally from Kent State and win the series over the Flashes. Well, the energy quickly changed in the 9th inning. Started to get a little nervous if you were a RedHawk fan towards the end of the game, but Byers comes in and is able to shut the door, and Miami able to survive the late rally from Kent State. Byers will pick up the save today. Winning pitcher for the RedHawks is the starter, Clayton Burke, and the losing pitcher for Kent State today will be the starter, the left-hander, Eric Chalice. Final totals for each squad today. Kent State with 7 runs on 7 hits. No errors for the Flashes today. For the RedHawks, 9 runs on 12 hits. 2 errors for the RedHawks today. Seen a few errors for Miami all weekend long. Usually a sure-handed team defensively. A little shaky the past couple of games, but able to pick up the win today and get the series win over one of the top teams in the conference. So be huge for Miami as they pick up the tiebreaker over Kent State and Bowling Green, both teams that are around them in the standings. Remember, they play Ball State the last weekend of the season. They are currently in first place in the MAC. Up next for the RedHawks, they will head a few hours south. They'll be taking on the Kentucky Wildcats on Tuesday, and they'll be heading north after that, taking on the Central Michigan Chippewas Thursday through Saturday for Kent State. They will be playing the Pitt Panthers at home on Tuesday, and then taking on the Bobcats of Ohio Thursday through Saturday. Everything moved up a day due to Easter Sunday being next week. Everyone playing Thursday through Saturday in the MAC next weekend. As for now, that will do it here at Red Hawk Radio. I'm Bryan Miller. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday afternoon. Red Hawks able to win and survive. They win 9-7 over Kent State and pick up the series win. Thank you so much. Have a great afternoon.